What is going on, everybody? A little late this week, but we are here. We are here. Week 2 was a little saucy. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. I'll upload the VOD of all the games probably as soon as this video goes up. So yeah. As you can see, these are the Week 3 standings. The Delaware Dragon Knights are the only team still undefeated, 4-0. Me and the Minans are tied for second at 3-1. The Queen City Quaxies and the Hartsville Hitmontops are tied at 2-2. The Ampers and Ash Ketchums are 1-3, and then the Concorders are 1-4. So, I mean, just looking at this, I mean, it's a lot more competitive than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. Like, I thought we were going to have, like, honestly, I thought I was going to go into Week 3-4. I thought me and the Dragon Knights match is going to be a 4-0 matchup, but I'm glad it's not. I'm glad I actually lost. When I upload the VOD, you'll see, but the Quaxies beat me 2-0. I'm not gonna lie, still a little mad. If you don't know, I missed. Well, I'm not gonna act like that. The match is full of hacks, but the Quaxies missed like a thunderbolt on Galvantula, which is like 98% accurate or something with compound eyes. Like that didn't make any sense. And then he missed a couple tail slaps with Ambipom, which mattered, but your boy managed to miss two 95% accurate blue flares with Victini on a Magmortar. And then I lost a speed tie with Ditto because I ran Scarf Victini and then Quick Claw Ditto, so while it was a 50-50, I technically had the 1 in 5 chance to proc the Quick Claw, so it was really like a 70-30 speed tie loss, which, you know, still a little that shattered my mental going into game 2 a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but no excuses. No, he got hacked just as much as I did, so you know, your boy lost. But it's whatever. All the other games, even though the Emperors lost, they hit a Zap Cannon on Mega Ampharos, which is a 50% accurate move. Yeah, just glad some people can hit their moves. Anyways, as I was saying, it's a lot more competitive than I thought. Obviously, I'd like to see my boy get a win here, Preston. But you know, now that he's dropped the Swoobat, I think he can win. He dropped the Swoobat, which, you know, I'm not gonna lie, put on a lot of I choked game one a little bit because I forgot about Trace Volt Absorb, but you know, I still managed to pull out. So yeah, now that Swoobat's gone, he can actually build without being so uber predictable. And yeah, I think going into this week, he can definitely look to pick up a win, hopefully, and then hopefully, yeah. Hopefully ends the week 2-4. I really hope so. Moving on to the rankings. If we're talking, so in the rankings, I'm gonna go like probably week by week. So, who played the best this week? And it probably has to be the Dragon Knights. You know, I mean, it's won both their games. So yeah, I think that's fair. You know, still on top. For number 2, who played who? I gotta see really quickly. Let me see the replays. So Jake played. So who do you? That's the 26th. Where's the 25th? So Jake played Chris and Chase. So, I mean, yeah. JC played me, and who else did he play? Chris. So yeah, who did Tanner play? Tanner played Preston and Hurst. So yeah, I think number 2 this week was definitely JC. Started out 0-2, which was tough. But he got 2 wins this week to round out his record in 2-2. Pretty big week for him. Yeah, he played really good. Not much else I can really say. Um, I mean, yeah, I think this week, obviously Dragon Knights played the best, but I think the Quaxies played just as good. Really, I mean, you could really put Quaxies over the Dragon Knights. I mean, it's whatever your preference is. Really, I mean, they both played the same people. I mean, what Jake did Chris and Chase, and JC did me and Chris. So yeah, I mean they kind of played the same people. I think JC had a little bit tougher week actually. I think I think I beat Chase, so I think that means I'm better than him. Just saying. But I think they both played Chris and then they just had one other different game. So I mean they both. Yeah. So I think they played pretty equally. You can put the Quaxies over the Dragon Knights if you want, but yeah, they both played really well this week. Up next, I think it has to be the Minans. They won 2-0 this week against Preston and who was the other one again? Herson. So yeah, while they are lower ranking teams, he won them both 2-0. I see. He won them both 2-0, so he didn't drop a game this week. That's really good. I think Dragon Knights playing Chase and the Quaxies playing me gives their games a little bit higher priority over the Minans. But yeah, I think Tanner played really well this week. This week he plays against the Dragon Knights, so it'll be a little bit harder of a week for him. We can see if he pulls out on Saturday. I'm excited to see that game. For number 4, who did Chase play? Chase played Jake, and that was Sunday. Who did he play on? Herson. So he played Jake and Herson. They beat Herson but lost to Jake. Honestly, as much as it pains me to do this, me and Chase both went 1-1 this week. I guess I can do this. So yeah, me and Chase both went 1-1 for the week. I think our weeks are pretty similar. We both had to play a top tier. Quaxies aren't a top tier team in the rankings or in the standings, but I think in the rankings, yeah, obviously, he had to play the Dragon Knights, I had to play the Quaxies. I think I played. My mental getting shattered against the Quaxies was pretty tough, and on Sunday, I lost game 1 to Preston because I forgot about Volt Absorb and I Thunder Waved it with Klefki. That was a mistake. But the other 2 games I won the other 2 games against Preston I won pretty dominantly. But Chase had a pretty good. He lost 0-2 to Jake, but then he beat Herson 2-0, so that was pretty good. Well, vice versa. He beat Herson 2-0 and then lost to Jake 0-2. But I don't know. I think you could make the argument that I played better than Chase, but personally, I hold myself to a high standard, and I think I underperformed this week. A loss is a loss. I'm not gonna beat myself over too much, but I think the way I let my mental get shattered that much after losing game 1 to the Hacks really is what made me lose the set. 'Cause the probability I lost that game was 1 in a million. The position I was in, I just had to hit 1 blue flare and I win. So it's what are you gonna do? But I think my mental could have been a lot better and I think I could have played a lot better. So yeah, I mean that's why I put myself underneath Chase. I think to the standard I hold myself as a competitor, I think I underperformed this week very heavily. And then I even gave myself a scare against Preston, and yeah, I think Chase played better than me. I think this week, I think Chase was number 4 and I was number 5. Moving on to number 6, we have, who did Chris play? He played JC and who, Jake? Yeah, I think Chris has to be number 6, I'm going to be honest. He had 2 very hard games, and he actually almost won them. I mean, he lost 0-2 in ranking and in both the sets. He lost 0-2 to Jake and lost 0-2 to JC, but I mean, the games weren't like blowouts, like they were close. I mean, games 1 against, I think it was JC, was a little rough. I mean, he almost pulled it out. I mean, obviously a couple of misplacing here and there, but Curse is really making a name for himself in this league. I mean, he's really, considering 2 weeks ago he didn't know anything about Pokemon, and now he's putting up some good matches. I think he's really learning faster than I expected personally. So I think he played really well this week. He had the hardest week out of anyone in the league, and he still didn't do terribly. So I mean, I think he deserves number 6. I think he played pretty alright, actually. Now number 7, I'm going to give it to the Concouters. My reasoning is they had a hard week too. They went up against me, and they went up against Tanner. So like the number 2 and 3 seeds are the tied for 2nd seed. So I mean, pretty tough week. They took a game off me, and while I did win game 2 and 3 pretty convincingly after that, I mean, the fact that he took game 1 off me like that, I mean, fair play. I mean, he outplayed me. I mean, there's not much else I can say. Yeah. Managed to take a game off me, and I don't think he took a game off of Tanner, but let me see. Yeah, no, you didn't take a game off Tanner, but you managed to take a game off me, and yeah, I mean, played well. I mean, there's not much I can say about it. Played well game 1. Now for the last place in the rankings, got the New York Yampas. Really just had a poor performance this week. Granted, he did have to play against the Hitmontops and the Minans, who are 2 of the better teams in the league. But I don't think he took a game off anyone this week. You know, he lost 0-2 to Chase and he lost 0-2 to Tanner. So yeah. So yeah, he didn't take a game off anyone. Preston at least took a game off me. The Emperors just struggled this week. Had a pretty tough week, and they couldn't keep up with it. So I mean, just be how it be. Yeah. I mean, there's not really much to say. I mean, just had a poor performance. I mean, you could even say that Concouters can go over the Ash Ketchums. Because at least the Concouters took a game off of me. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And the Ash Ketchum's here. So yeah, Concouters at least took a game off of me. They at least took a game off one of their opponents, but the Ash Ketchums and the Emperors didn't get anything going. But at least the Ash Ketchums, their games looked a little close. The Emperors, can't really say the same. Just hope for a better week this week. Cause what is the game schedules? He plays me, and he plays the Concouters. He doesn't play me again, what? No, he doesn't play the Concouters again, right? Is he? Did I not? I thought I updated this, what? Week 3. Yampers versus Conkelders. Oh, I was thinking of the Hitmontops. Never mind. So yeah, he has a equally difficult week this week, I'd say. So hopefully he can perform a little bit better. And yeah, just looking to see what the Yampers can do. Hopefully move their way up the rankings. So these are the standings. Because I know it can be. I'm combining the 2 videos I made last week into one, so it's gonna be a little longer video, but hopefully it makes sense. So these are the standings. This is just how it is in the league, but these are the rankings of who I think performed the best in the league that week. I think the Dragon Knights definitely performed the best this week. The Quaxleys also performed very, very strongly. And then yeah, I think that's the order of like who played the best and who played the worst this week. And then these are just the generic standings, like, you know what I mean. So yeah. Now moving on to the pick'ems, the second half of this video, because I don't feel like making them 2 videos. I'd rather just make them into 1 every week. Me versus the Ampers. I'm gonna be honest. I'm winning this game. All right. Me and the coach Herson. You know, we some boys. We some dogs. I ain't losing this game. This is biased content. I do not care. I'm winning this game. Yeah, this is biased. This is a 2-0, baby. Easy 2-0. Ain't literally the only thing I'm scared of on his team is the sets he's gonna run. Like, the shit he runs is gonna be the most dumbest shit I've seen. Like, again, new player, still finding his way, but he ran Zap Cannon Mega Ampharos last week, and if I have to see that in this week, bro, I'm gonna lose it. So the only way he wins this set if he brings some absolute dumb sets that I have no idea for, but I mean, even then, I think I should be pretty good. So yeah, I mean, biased commentator here. It is easy 2-0. Now on to the Miners versus Dragon Knights. This is actually interesting, because Dragon Knights had the hardest week they've had in this league. They play the Minans, and then they play your boy, the Fly Guns. Your boy, me. They actually have pretty... I'm gonna be honest, I don't think the Dragon Knights walk out this week with a perfect record. I'm gonna be honest. I think the Minans team deals with the Dragon Knights fairly well. Obviously the Aerodactyl and Alakazam, and even the Garchomp that he loves to bring a band on is very threatening, but I think if the Minans can get the hail up late game, I don't know if there's anything Jake can do. I'm gonna be honest. This is gonna be a close set regardless. I think this is gonna be a 2-1. And then I'm just gonna say right now this is gonna be match of the day on Sunday or on Saturday. I got it the wrong way around. This is 1 to 2, and then this is 0 to 2. Yeah. The late game hail sweep with Sand Slash just does he named his team perfectly, calling them the Dragon Knights, because he's got nothing but just ice weakness on his team, and that late game Sand Slash is gonna, if he lets Sand Slash get the late game for free with the hail, there's nothing he can do. But I still think it'll be a very competitive set regardless. Because if the Ninetales goes down early, then Sandslash can't sweep, and then the game's basically over. So it's going to be a really good set, but I think the Minans just have a better team into the Dragon Knights than the Dragon Knights have in the Minans. So yeah, that's what I think. Ash Ketchums versus the Hitmontops. Now this is a demon. If it wasn't for the Minans and Dragon Knights, I'd probably give this match of the week, because this is going to be a good one too. Now, I helped prep for the Ash Ketchums against the Hitmontops, so again, might be a little biased here, but I don't give a fuck. Once Chasey's anti-chase on the field, it's over. It's over. It's over. So, that being said, I think this is going to be a 2-1. Chase is a good battler. He has Tanner, the Minans, help him prep. So this can be a good game. I don't think Chase loses 2-0, but I think with anti-Chase and the rest of the demons we got in the back, I really don't see how Chase wins this game. I really don't. I think he can take a game off, but the set, I think the Ash Ketchum's team is really good into Chase, and Chase not utilizing Keldeo at all is like kind of troll, and he's already out of his trade pick, so he's stuck with Keldeo, and one of his OU picks being a pick that he doesn't bring at all is like it's a real hindrance on his team. I think is pretty stupid that he A didn't trade it if he doesn't want to use it, or B just doesn't use it in general. So I mean, until we see Keldeo hit on the field, I mean, what are you doing, Chase? What are you doing? And then the Conkelders versus the Quaxleys. Now the Conkelders dropped Swoobat, so it actually makes his team a lot less predictable. However, he still, like the Dragonites, he's a massive ice weakness on his team. There's a lot of like just overlapping typing still. Quaxies are really starting to heat it up. They brought their record to neutral last week, making it 2-2. I think this is going to be a 2-0 for the Quaxies. I think until Preston learns how to play without the Swoobat strat and learns how to diversify his building, his team building, to make it not a super predictable team every week, and he gets the feel for playing not around Swoobat anymore, he can build around what actually works on his team. I think it'll be a wake-up call for him on Saturday to like see like, okay, this is how I don't play with Swoobat anymore. And then I think moving into the second half of week 3 and then the rest of the weeks, he can really start to pick it up and hopefully make a nice playoff run. So yeah. On Sunday, we got the Yampas versus the Conkelders. Now this is like the real battle of the dogs. These are our two lowest seeded teams in the league. Yeah. So this is going to be quite the game. Who's going to win? I actually don't know. I'm going to be honest. Until like this moment in time, I did not put too much thought into it. But I think the Yampers pull it out. It's tough. Because I think if Preston had the Swoobat, I think he would have beat the Yampers this week. Because the Yampers, again, new player. And even against me, a more experienced player in draft and competitive in general, he managed to beat me. And he didn't even get the simple off. Just that Gardevoir set he has in general with the Salak, Berry, and Calm Mind. It's very hard to deal with. So even then, I think the Conkelders still have a shot at this. I'm gonna be honest, it's really a 50-50. We're just gonna do it the good old-fashioned way. Okay, well not this. This doesn't count. So heads, the Yampers win 2-1. Tails, the Conkelders win 2-1. All right, we're giving it to the Yampers. Yampers are gonna win 2-1. Reasoning, the coin flip said so. No, but in all seriousness, no. This is gonna be a really good game, and like I said, it truly is a toss-up. So again, this is just coming down to the coin flip I literally just did. So yeah, me versus Dragonites. I've done a lot of prep for this game. I have my team locked in. That doesn't mean that I think I can win. My team is very slow, and his team is very fast, and they hurt. So it's gonna be quite the fucking week for me. I have some sets that are pretty demonic, but like I said, it's just I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull this one out. I think he's gonna 2-0 me. Again, I'm just trying to be as unbiased as I can. I do think I can take a game off of him. But based off of how frail my mental was last week, I mean, last week it was hacked, so like, I kind of give myself a like excuse there, not really, but like, I really need to like get my head in the game this week and just not lose. But just on paper, his team is so much better than mine. It's just his team just he has like 5 Pokemon that outspeed Victini, which is my fastest Pokemon. So it's like if half his team is faster than my fastest Pokemon, it's like, oh man, I'm just in the gutter, bro. But yeah, well no, I have Jolteon, which is 130, but like that speed ties with this Aerodactyl, and it's like both me and him. It's not like we're trying to like risk that speed tie if it comes down to it, because that's truly the coin flip. But yeah, it's just gonna be a tough week. So yeah, I could say 2-1 to make myself feel better, but I think his team's very good in mine, and I'm just gonna keep it at that. The Ash Ketchums versus the Minans. Again, I helped the Ash Ketchums prep for this match, so again, maybe a little biased, but even with the bias, I don't think they can win. They have a pretty good team into the Minans, but I think the Minans coach and Tanner, I think this is going to be an experienced diff. I think it's going to be a 1-2 game. I think the Ash Ketchums can definitely take a game off of Tanner, but the set depends, because the Ash Ketchums, they tend to play poorly game 1, but then game 2 they really like build into their confidence. So if the Ash Ketchums can come out stronger, I do think they can win this set. It's just a matter of if Chris can get the ball rolling quicker and not go down a game. But even then, I think this might just be an experienced diff, but we'll have to see. And then the Hitmontop versus the Quaxleys. Man, I think this is going to be game of the week. The Ampers versus Conkelders. Or not game of Sunday. Whatever. Same thing. But this is going to be like a really good game as well. Who do I think is going to win? It depends. It really... that Feraligatr is really threatening. Altaria gets threatened out by Bullet Punch from Scizor and Ferrothorn, so I don't even think Chase brings the Altaria this week. There's really no reason for him to bring it. Yeah, just, oh man, Altaria can't do anything. That's like the core of Chase's team. I think Chase can take a game off, but I don't think he's winning this set. Chase's team identity is around the Altaria, and when that gets threatened out by a Ferrothorn and a Scizor, it just makes it so extremely difficult for Chase to do anything in this game. Again, I do think he's going to be able to take a game off, but the set, it's looking unlikely, y'all, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, that is the 2-1. These are the standings and rankings. Dragonites to Conkelders, and then in the rankings, it's the Dragonites to the Ampers. And then these are the pick'ems, and then the underlines are the games of the day. Dragonites versus Minans can be a really good set, and the Yampers and Conkelders, that's gonna be a really good one as well. So yeah, the 2-1 is how it's gonna be every week. Just get out of the way. Fuck the 2 separate videos. It's easier just to do it in one. So yeah, that's gonna be that. It's been like what, 30 minutes? How long it's been? It's been a while. So I'm gonna get out of here. And I was streaming that whole time. I was not recording. Okay. Clicked the wrong button. But it's okay. I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here, Jesus Christ.